I don't think you choose to be an artist. I think that is relatively happened maybe about, I don't know, well, since I've been alive, that, okay, let's go have a career as an artist, let's go to school. And not that they didn't have the Art Students League and all of this stuff going on for centuries where you apprenticed yourself under somebody or your father was, and that kind of choosing, or you had to mix and paint whether you wanted to or not because daddy didn't paint. I mean, and that was the only way of getting it. You didn't go to the store. But when we came up with this thing that you go to art school and you're an artist, well, wouldn't that just be wonderful? I think it's a life lived. You know, it's deeper than that. The you know, on the surface you can be and be quite successful at it, if that's amenable to you and your audience. But there are people like myself that I don't work all the time, but I learn all the time. I love learning about most things. So I'm always, my mind never stops. Like, I see snow for the first time every time. You know, with autumn, water, whatever it is, I see it for the first time every time. Like, wow, look at that. When I was a kid, I used to use brown paper bags as my paper. I used to iron it out and whatnot. And so I decided that I wanted to use brown paper, only now I have a big bowl of brown paper. And I want to use house paint. And I didn't want to use, I wanted to use barbecue brushes and everything that was not made to, in other words, I wanted it to be as fragile as the subject itself. Early on, I realized that the mediums are languages to me, and I try to find the best language for what I am feeling at the time. Now, I'm going to see it the first time that you do, but I'm always working on a multiplicity of things, and I'm photographing all the time, and nobody's seen any of it. I mean, a few people have seen something, but there are thousands of photographs that I have taken and continue to take. The process is every breath you take, every walk you take, everything that you see. It's not just isolated because I'm now making a piece of art. You know what I mean? It's all one symphony. So how can you take, you know, and somebody says, well, like, why do you have all that stuff or whatever? I said, well, you know, because I do. You know, but you know, you take something, what are you going to take my shoulder off? And then what's going to be, that might be my right hand, you know, or my, you know, could be, it's critical to the mass, whatever it is, whether it's the books, whether it's the people that I do talk in depth with, or what I read, or, you know, it's a multiplicity of things, but they're not from the outside in, you know, it's more inside out. You know, like people say, well, you're insane. I say, yes, I'm sane inside. It's the outside people that I'm afraid of. I've gone on what you call studio drags or whatever, and I've listened to each artist say what they're doing. I'll be damned if I saw anything that they said. I'll come, after a whole day, I'll say something to her. I mean, I said, now, am I crazy or what? I know you had to do this to graduate, but I'll be damned if I saw anything that they said. Well, wow. In fact, you can't be there saying what it is. You have nothing to do with it. You're just half the circle. Your experience and how you comes to see that work, that's what makes it round. But you're not the whole end all be all. How preposterous is that?